Okay, we're live to YouTube, Facebook, and now waiting for Instagram to start. All right. Okay, so we're live to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We're going to just take a moment and hit sharesies. So Instagram, okay, good. So if we could find it, and let me know if it isn't showing up on any of these things.
That's actually such a relief to me that you started taking over the loading up. I guess it's since we've done Instagram. That's like,
Yeah,
I still ask you every week, but it's funny that I feel guilty asking you for help with that, and you've probably done it since Christmas.
Yeah, you don't have to feel guilty. I am sorry. I'm like falling asleep. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Like staring at my phone.
I also need a code.
Okay. So I'm just hitting share and asking people to hit share. It's still important. I think it's still nice when people hit share on this part of the night because then everyone can see the lovely artwork being made. And we're going to hit share with all our lovely friends from
Did you even change the resolution for the camera?
Yeah.
Did you check the microphone?
Yeah. And I changed the banners to say 7, not 9.
Nice.
Like, just really on the multitasking ball here. Do you need your code?
Yes, I do.
741 675.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. This is about 7. I'm going to start. This is Rumble 576. We were just going to have 6. But then we decided, why not? Let's keep going.
It's not how that happened.
I know, I'm just kidding. I'm being flippant.
We were going to have 6.
It's funny because
Never did I say let's just have 500.
I know. I'm just
You're not
laughing.
speaking the truth.
Let's just have 570 more. It's hilarious.
I'm just saying that's not what happened.
I know. I'm just being funny because I'm funny when I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm
Are you
gonna-
funny to everybody?
Yeah, actually, today I was funny all the time.
Mm.
I don't know if the kids thought I was funny, but I was like singing.
Yeah.
It's really good. So I'm going to acknowledge the land that we stand on
That's
because
a great idea.
we are very grateful for just being able to be here by the river and the sunshine. The Creator gifted us with this land that we are blessed to share and care for together. We acknowledge that the land we gather on, Mohkinstsis, is the ancestral territory of the Siksika, Kittapi, the Siksika, the Kainai, the Piikani, and the Amskapi Piikani. We acknowledge all First Nations and Métis of Treaty 7 lands, the Sutena, the Ithkabi, which includes Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Goodstone. We commit to advancing reconciliation, guided by truths, respecting treaty laws, and humbly walking alongside First Nations, Métis, and Inuit. We recognize all who live, work, and play on these lands and who now call this place home. And we are recognizing Indigenous Peoples Month, and we're recognizing Pride Month, and we're recognizing all of the lovely diversity of this beautiful city. So we are going to, first piece of inspiration comes to us, I'm sorry for all the Welsh people, the Mambagagnon.
Mabagaganong?
Yeah.
The Abenaganon?
Oh, I opened to a page and there is red pencil around this one part. So
What does it say? Did I put the red pencil
I
there?
don't know, you
That's so
must have.
exciting. It sounds like something I did.
Right? Then she went away from Owain, and he did all that the maiden had told him, and the people of the castle came to seek Owain to put him to death. And when they found him, nothing but the half of his horse, they were sorely grieved.
I don't think I did those.
No, what does that even mean?
I don't know.
Did the
What?
guy leave with half of his horse?
Who wrote in my book?
I don't know. That just is like mysterious. Half of a horse not being there when people come to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
They were very angry that he wasn't there to kill, so that's kind of funny.
Well, I remember that part. That might be what I liked. They all came to kill me and it wasn't even there.
And he didn't even leave his whole horse. He just left half of his horse.
Left you half a horse. Okay, this is weird. There's a white cable that I need that is not where it should be. I can adapt.
You are highly adaptable.
I don't want to adapt, but I can. Where do you think that cable is?
Oh my goodness. I like this one. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, oh my goodness. I know where that cable is. Don't you worry.
No, I don't. But I really like this. How
There's
do
so
I
many
not
things
read
that
this
have to
whole?
happen before this starts working again. But where did the cable go?
It's a long poem.
Do you know the cables that we never move?
Yes.
One of them's moved.
I have stopped touching that because I don't like bites.
According to your theory, I moved the cable that I never want moved.
There is a box that says shit that you never fucking touch. And I also haven't touched that box. Sorry, now I'm just flipping through. Hi. Now I'm just flipping through
Do you know
this
what this
book.
is?
Look, marriage.
Do you know, do you know what this is?
Yeah,
This is my anti-sabotage cable that I keep hidden.
good.
You know why?
Because I move stuff.
Because with this cable, you can't sabotage me. I hide this cable in the same spot all the time.
I didn't move it. It was in the same spot.
You didn't know where it was. That's
I'm
why I
just-
have it.
I'm just saying.
I love you.
I love you too.
Don't touch my stuff. Where's my other cable?
Okay, sorry. I just keep looking for stuff.
Like my cable?
Um,
I'm not fine.
Okay, by Andrea Gibson. When the love of your life leaves you, bake a wedding cake, step on it. Frost the living room floor with your dancing feet. Lock the front door, close the blinds, lick the floorboards.
When your lover leaves you,
Yeah,
what do you do with the box of cables you hid on your lover?
that's a different poem. Lick the floorboards. That's a very powerful last line. Okay,
Would you ever?
lick the floorboards?
Under what circumstances would you lick a floorboard?
I guess if there was cake on it, maybe. And you weren't there in my life anymore.
Oh, we sold one of your pieces. I weighed $15. It was a little one.
Okay, by Shel Silverstein, our last piece of inspiration. Look, everything's coming
Well,
up
that sounded so final. Our last piece of inspiration.
up to date.
It's over.
Okay, there's like a bunch on this page, and the other one has to do with marriage too, which is really funny.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah,
I didn't know that when I wear this hat, I push it down so my ears stick out like a 5-year-old.
I didn't know that either.
Wow.
My rules. If you want to marry me, here's what you'll have to do. You must learn how to make a perfect chicken dumpling stew, and you must sew my holy socks and soothe my troubled mind and develop the knack for scratching my back and keep my shoes spotlessly
Are
shine.
you sure self-servicing wrote that?
And while I rest, you must rake up the leaves, and when it is hailing and snowing, you must shovel the walk and be still when I talk. And hey, where are you going?
That's funny. You had that coming.
Okay. I don't know what to say. That was a bunch of weird stuff for the end.
So what are the themes for tonight?
Not being there when they come to kill you.
Right.
Lick the floorboards. And where are you going? We're going to make art for 2 hours. And then we are going to have an auction at 9. Come down and physically see Alvin's work on the wall because it's beautiful.
Yes.
There are pieces that are being sold and you will miss out on them. So let's just not do that because you would be sad. Okay? Okay. I'm glad we had this talk. Also hit share so people join us. Also, we're going to get some people here joining from their studios. So that's nice. Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
Oh,
Hi, Zach.
hi.
We're throwing water up there. Yoo!
We will be sending you your piece you got from last week. So I will. I have.
What did I? Hold on to it. Hold on.
Okay. 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 Look,
Sorry. I was doubled up.
I finished pigeon.
Oh, nice.
I used gold and it's shiny and I really like it. And the are hand spun and hand dyed wool or yarn from Richardson, Illinois. And the tail is also hand spun, but it's not dyed. It's just natural mohair, and it's like shiny white, which is really lovely.
And you're saying that the real goat feels richer, hey? Like more like a.
It's like so silky, and then this is like rougher, but I really like the color that he put in. And what else? Oh yeah, so this was an ode to all the pigeons that were being slaughtered outside on the street, because we either find them without heads or their hearts ripped open.
Whoa.
And I know, and it's very ritualistic, and I love it.
Or their important cables removed.
Oh yeah, sorry. I don't know. Like, I'll help you find it. Is this it? It's attached to the computer.
Nope.
Oh.
That is not it.
How are you doing? Very good, thank you.
We raised a pigeon on our balcony last summer.
Oh, was it your friend? Like
Little Mortimer. Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. He all summer he was a terrorist.
That's fair.
So 1 year in the building I live in now, there was some furniture on my balcony.
Yeah.
And a pigeon made a nest and laid some eggs. And I was like, well, that's nice. See how that goes. Then the mother pigeon maybe died or left, but the baby pigeons were left unattended on my balcony.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start by saying I didn't know much about pigeons. But also I felt like compelled to try and help the pigeon survive by giving it some bread.
Yeah.
And then I found both pigeons exploded on my balcony.
Yeast in the bread?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they were attacked by something, but they looked like they exploded, and somebody told me not to give baby pigeons bread.
Yeah, we did a ton of pigeon homework. We had to raise this little thing. The folks were around. The parent pigeons were in and out, but we have a mesh on the balcony, and they snuck in. So it's like we half raised it, half just kept it. I don't know. Mortimer, he's gone now.
Where did he go?
Oh, he's around. He's in the hood for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Darcy,
Okay.
I also did love animation, and I also do a lot of 3D animation. Like some 2D animation, but I never knew how to draw.
Okay.
That was like Christmas time around.
So that is good. I just have a pile of weird things around me.
my things?
No, my things. I just like brought a whole bunch of bags of weird things.
Bags of weird things?
Yeah. For instance, I was really wanting the comfort of chupacabra.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. He's so wonky. He's my favorite one. My mom made this chupacabra. Oh, Theo's here. It's this little crochet guy, and he's very cute. And also, she made a Medusa, and I wanted to show the artist that did that Medusa painting. She even did the little eyeballs in the sneaker. So that. Oh, I might keep working on my jacket, maybe. Maybe I even sew in the lining that I have been carrying around.
Hey, Jesse.
Yeah.
Anything big happening on the horizons?
My book?
We have a book launch.
Yeah, my book launch.
Maybe you could tell us a little bit about the book launch.
On June 20th. Here. I will show you my book.
Yeah.
So this is fun. Somehow, it's not even released yet, but it's number 4 on the non-fiction.
Well, you had friend orders, and you bought friend orders.
Yeah. Oh, Lori messaged me today, and there's a store in Florida that gave a big order. And I don't know how people in Florida heard about me.
Maybe it was your
Maybe.
exciting video.
On Riquito. That'd be fun. But, so this is the book. And then this is what it really looks like. It's based off of an art piece that I made a long time ago. And Lori did a beautiful job doing the photos and printing of this lovely thing. And the book launch is June 20th. 4 o'clock till 6 o'clock will be a workshop. I just want to have fun. I don't know who's coming, so I'm just like
That's my girl.
playing it by ear.
am.
Yay! So we're just gonna do
Book signed.
yes. I will have 3 for you, Theo. And then from 4 to 6, it's like workshop. And then from 6 to 8, it's like readings. And there's also like qigong and music. And I think that'll be a pretty magical evening. Lori says, I don't know if we can actually light incense in there, but she wants to bring some nice smelly things, which is very cute. So, and there might be snacks. So it's June 20th, and that's also the solstice and the full moon. And I've been making all of these pieces to also bring to the opening to show like examples of my work, because the workshop will be kind of about making embroidery without a pattern. So that's fun. And that's also why I haven't been selling my pieces in the auction, because I've kind of been hoarding them to have them all together for that, and then I'll sell them off over the summer. And what else do I have to show? Oh, I have my watercolor stuff. Do a watercolor. Or I could stitch my lining back. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab my jacket.
Your what?
My jacket
Oh,
to
I'm
keep
sorry.
stitching.
I thought you were cold.
No, to sew. Oh, yeah, so So I'm working on some of the mini moons. I only need to do like 100 more of the moons around Saturn and Jupiter. Here we go.
Yeah, that'll work perfect. It's staying on there. Well,
Oh, good. And I got new gold. Oh, yes, that's good. Talking to yourself, Jesse. Yay! Thought I didn't have my gold, but I do. Oh my gosh. Can I tell you one of the best parts of my day today?
Yes, I'd love to hear it.
This wonderful student in grade 9 has been working on this painting of Chichen Itza that he's been wanting to do for a long time, and he finished it today.
Can you say what he's painting again?
Chichen Itza.
What's that?
It's like the Mayan ruins.
Right.
And then not only did everyone like stop to tell him how wonderful it was, like
Yep.
if they knew him or not, they're just all stopping.
Yep.
And he was like feeling shy but like very happy.
Yep.
Then this other kid came up and he's like, "Whoa, I've been there. That like really gets the essence of it." And he's like, "Did you know just around the other side, it's rubble. So they rebuilt this one side to show what it would have looked like. And then on the other side, it's just like how they found it." And this kid went off. And I was like, "I didn't know that. That's amazing." And then he's like, "Yeah, and then there's this whole," and so everyone was like sharing their Chichen Itza stories. And
Wait, more than one kid had a story about
no,
that?
he didn't. But everyone was like telling him how awesome it was. And that one kid shared his story. And it was really
Do you know who just buzzed this? Is there another person joining us? It looks like Kelly just joined us twice.
What was the best part of your day, Rich Carey?
I had my Learning Strats kids write reflections, and they really wrote awesome reflections.
That's nice.
And this one kid that I've been kind of like supporting for a really long time, because he doesn't always come to school, but he always seems to work hard when he's there. Wrote like everything that he needed to in the reflection, and then he wrote about his reflection about how he's not always there, but he really appreciated that I could see him and acknowledge the work he did. And he's like, "I think I got all the stuff," even though, and he did. He just nailed it all. And I was super like juiced. That I was like, I actually teared up. I was like, "Wow, you know, like you really got it all."
That's really okay.
And I've known this about you. I've been telling him for a long time. Sometimes I would pass him when it didn't look like he should have passed. You know what I mean? Like he'd be in my art class,
Yeah.
and I could see that he was working.
Yeah.
This happens a lot. I can see that he's working. I can tell from the work that he's progressing. You know,
Yeah, totally.
but he's not handing the work in. And he talked about that in a way that was so thoughtful and self-aware. Like he basically, it's happened a few times where like the kid I was really counting on pulling something off in the end, pulled something off in the end. You know?
Yeah.
And it was just great.
That is really beautiful.
Yeah. It kind of was right up there with when that one kid made that movie.
Move it. Yeah, that's really nice. That's lovely.
So what are you gonna be doing tonight?
I was at a
Still working on the fountain? Yeah.
Okay. How many?
That's good.
How many moves does Jupiter have?
Yeah,
Hey, Jess,
Yeah.
can you tell me about that?
Yeah, there's space in the back or anywhere up here, so you can sit anywhere you'd like. Sorry, Theo, what were you saying?
I just read that ALOX had passed.
Yeah.
A memorial for him or anything?
like what they find on my way.
That's a big and complicated question. So we're working with other people to see what's going on, because it's like we never want to like take ownership over anybody, right? Like it's more like he belongs to so many different families of people that it's. Is that a right way to say that, Rich Terry?
Like the guy has some certificate.
I'm sensing You don't remember we had this conversation the other day?
This is more unique.
I'm not-
Yeah, you're right. I completely forgot that day.
Original colors.
Do I have to tell you that you ripped my painting?
Yeah, you can, don't remember, but sounds reasonable.
I was wondering if you were going to comment on that. Okay, so the story about ALOX is we love ALOX. We miss ALOX. We've been grieving ALOX for, I don't know, I think he told me about 2 years ago that he was going to pass. We've lost one person every 4 months since we opened. And we've lost 50 people here at Rumble House. And we'll probably have a bit of a ceremony amongst ourselves. There was some talk, this space and another space, possibly doing a fundraiser. My focus on the fundraiser would be for ALOX's little one, but there's some complications in us knowing where to put that money and what would be appropriate. And the biggest trouble, and this is a hard one, there's 48 people we haven't done fundraisers for. And so as much as ALOX sits in our hearts near the top, we haven't been able to do a fundraiser. We've lost somebody every 3 months since we opened. And the first person we lost was 7. That was hard to do. And so basically, what we try and do here is really celebrate the moments we have together. But we're probably, and I know that there's a few people in town that are going to do some things for ALOX in memorial, but for us, it's probably not going to involve money because it's just not what we're about. So we'll probably have like a late night. Do you remember we sent a balloon up?
Oh, remember? Really, like whenever we lose them, it's more like we just acknowledge them that week, and it's like we all have them in our hearts, you know.
Yeah. But there are some complexities. ALOX is probably the closest friend I've lost at the gallery, and there's some complexities to us and how we're gonna honor him. We got to figure that out properly. And it's probably not a matter of money. It's probably a matter of a moment. But when you want to, let's sit down and talk about what kind of moment we could do. Does that make sense?
Sounds good.
Yeah. And I taped my painting back together.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, I wreck my stuff and I redo them all the time. So, yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm just surprised that you don't remember. I'm not surprised you don't remember.
I don't remember. No, I lost a whole part of that night. Let me tell you.
I just started. I don't know where it's going to go. Sometimes I overdo it. You need that seat for a chair. I've got a little. Are you here?
No.
Oh, I had a little desk.
I'm just kind of unorthodox myself, so I'm just kind of.
You probably have more fun if you make some art.
Totally.
Just do what you can. No one here will judge you.
Okay.
Thomas will judge you. But he'll say you're wonderful.
I can say that. Hi, how are you doing?
I would like to talk about making some noise. Do you have any pencils or anything?
Talk about them
We're not-
to me or to.
I don't know. Do I have to talk about
Do you know the artist Alvin is there?
it? No. For me to get on the future.
Oh, I misunderstood. So we have George's pieces are going up next, and then we have Dusty. Is Dusty with us? We have Dusty putting up a show soon too, so I'm keeping some people in my head of like who we said that were putting up some pieces. So really, it's not a matter of like everyone's welcome, and we just need to make sure we schedule stuff. So it's like, and it has to be like just on, like we have that space on the wall to hang stuff. So it's more like,
Are you wanting to put a piece
yeah.
up?
Up here, you talk to Rich. I'm not very good at it.
When do you want to put it
My
up?
words.
I don't know, maybe like September.
September sounds good.
Yeah.
So I have
Yeah,
time
we'll
to
talk
collect
about
them.
it closer to.
That sounds
Let's talk
good.
about it in August.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. On the start of August.
Yeah. September we don't have any competition for that time.
That is
So
perfect.
works
May
out well.
teach the parties for September. No way to be played.
We'll talk August. August we'll figure out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is good.
Yeah, I have it. Thank you.
Good.
Dopamine boost.
Nice. That is good. Okay. Now I'm going to do the looping circle that comes out from heart to the solar plexus. Will I do this? Might as well. Heart. Heart through the sun. Through the sun, around the moon, under Jupiter's rings. That's good.
Hey Jess, are you a fan of Wonder Woman?
Yes.
Like, I don't know. Every time I see that movie, I think of you actually as Gal Gadot. Like, honestly, I don't know why. It just like
That is very kind of you to say.
she was quite the force when it came to justice. And
I really like Wonder Woman, and I
Yeah.
like that story, and like
The backstory of the creator of Wonder Woman is super interesting too.
that's cool.
That his he lived in a three-way relation. I shouldn't repeat this because I don't remember the details exactly. But he was a feminist, and his wife was, I think he was a psychologist. Lived in a kind of a quirky, ultra-modern relationship that pushed boundaries. I think there was some criticisms as well about him, but I don't remember those exactly, and I don't want to repeat them if I don't remember them exactly. But there was some quirkiness to the kind of like big intentions that the creator had. I think there's a lot of like situations in history where like the people that made huge contributions and changes in the world also sometimes had like some scandals that surrounded them, but
That's okay though.
yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, I hope he was a good guy. But
who wrote it?
Well, conceived of and illustrated and wrote, I think it was all meant to be built around female empowerment for sure. But there was also, I think, like I said, I think there was some exploitive situation. I should really do the. Actually, Thomas, you could do the research.
Well, I like the idea it was conceived of, like, right? And
Meant to be.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's nice. And then just
But I remember there was kind of like some stories around that were multifaceted stories, like
they always are. Humans are multifaceted.
right.
But that whole movie about like the island where they were protected and they were hidden because they were meant to protect humans, right? But they were and yeah,
Were they meant to protect humans? I thought they didn't give a crap about humans.
Diana Prince her mom did not want her to know even about or not get into battling, but she was a kid. She was totally excited about it. So the war Amazonian basically started training her and then got in trouble for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was basically to keep the concept of war out of her brain completely. complete fresh. 'Cause, and then somehow the Nazis actually crossed the boundaries of that island. Like, and then like, whoa, where did this island come from? And all that stuff happened. No, it was great. Like, I didn't think that you could make a lasso into like an awesome tool or weapon. And they totally, not a weapon, but they did. Like, she uses it in so many cool ways. And the idea that you wrap it around someone and they have to tell, like, they basically have to tell the truth. Like, wow. Kind of hard for a spy.
I need one of those last.
Yeah. And then deflecting bullets with those.
Did you not follow Wonder Woman as a kid? Like, is it all?
Who's that?
Did you like read Wonder Woman comic books as a kid? It's all new to you. You didn't.
Well, no, I remember all the Wonder Woman, Linda Carter ones, like,
Right.
and, yeah.
Or like the comics or Super Friends and all that.
I wasn't big on comics. I never really, no. I had a few comics, but never really got into it.
I remember like I had friends that liked comic books that I had no interest in. And then so like your comic book friends were kind of a rarity back then.
Mhm.
Like I didn't read any of the I didn't watch any of the Marvel movies for a long time because I was waiting for Felix to grow up so we could watch them together. I was probably a few years behind, like, oh, I'll just binge watch these when I get a chance to catch up. And then I found out about Felix. So I was like, oh, if I wait 5 years, I can really binge this stuff with Felix and it'll be fresh to me. And so I kind of missed out on most of the Marvel stuff that got really popular. But I'm a teacher, and I'd walk into school and the popular kids would be talking about the Infinity Gauntlet, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Like, you guys know about the Infinity Gauntlet? Like, dude, do you know what the Ultimate Nullifier is?" And they'd be like, "What are you talking about?" Never mind.
Well, it's interesting because you also have like Roman mythology and Greek mythology, and it's kind of like those are Marvel and DC, like, in a way. Like, as far as I understand it, it's basically the New Age Roman and Greek mythology, except it's in superpowers and stuff like that.
Tell me about Aphrodite.
I will tell you about Aphrodite.
Everything you know.
She was the goddess of love, wasn't she?
Love and beauty, yeah. So she's the Greek goddess. She's depicted usually with a dove, an apple, a scallop shell, or a mirror. Those are like symbols of hers. The Greek
What are you looking at right now? Are you looking at Wikipedia?
Britannica.
Okay. Wikipedia?
Hold on, because it's not very good.
Which is
Give me a second.
Wikipedia?
Aphros means foam, so the story of her coming in on the scallop shell is like,
It's a scallop shell.
you know, like the shell symbol?
Yeah.
That's a scallop shell.
Okay.
And
Let me go back to if you were in Wikipedia,
yeah.
there would be a reference to popular culture. And I'm actually kind of curious about how she's fit into. No, I'm not saying that like you're bad.
No,
I'm just saying like.
I understand where your curiosity is coming from. I didn't take it as anything.
Well, no, I'm just saying like here's what I want. First, tell me about Aphrodite, but secondly, I kind of it just occurred to me I'd like to know some like pop culture references, as well as the historical reference.
Okay. So.
Snake, we've already had it.
So she came from foam.
Yeah. So, but that, like, I have to look because there's a whole very gruesome part of dismemberment and her springing from the dismembered part. But I don't know if that's specific to Venus or if it was from the Greek original story and then that filtered down to Romans. Roman mythology was a ripoff of Greek mythology. So Uranus got
What do we decide Uranus is going to be called?
Cadius.
Right.
Hold on.
That's what I wonder. Is they're all characters, but they just have different names, right?
Well, the Romans completely ripped off all of the Greek gods. Like they physically took the statues and made casts of them. So,
really? That's
so the
fascinating.
Romans are
So,
all.
but that happens with a lot of things, right? Like that's why
Oh, for sure. That one's just the most
reference-
blatant example.
Christ's death, Ishtar,
Yeah.
and the bunny.
Well, actually, Aphrodite and Venus is like derived from Inanna. Like
Right.
all of them are derived from like older things. Okay, see.
How is it?
So they're almost using Venus and Aphrodite interchangeably. So the Greek poet Hesiod recounts in his epic Theogony that Aphrodite was born from the white foam produced from the severed genitals of Uranus, which is the Roman name. So that's why I'm like, oh no, that's the Greek name. The Roman name is different. The personification of heaven after his son Cronus threw him into the sea. So that's why her name comes from the meaning of foam.
I keep it pretty basic.
Uranus got like just wrapped.
Well, because you have like Hercules, and then you have also Achilles. You have what's the guy from Troy?
That's Achilles.
That's that's right. Okay. Hercules, Achilles. There's another guy.
Perseus.
Perseus. That's right. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Percy.
No.
I don't like that he decapitated Medusa. I'm holding a grudge. I do like that he saved Andromeda. I guess, like you said, people are calling.
Andromeda. Who knows what happened?
Who knows? I wasn't there. I can't judge him.
You know, in our Aphrodite is often depicted this. It says here, depicted nude or semi-nude, exemplifying ideal feminine beauty and sensuality. Their own sculpture, Praxiteles, created one of the most famous statues of Aphrodite in the 14th century BCE, showing her nude and modest.
That's really lovely.
Yeah, she was mother of Eros, Cupid.
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
The
Have
one I
little
really
cupids
liked-
flying
The one I
around.
really liked was Artemis,
Yeah.
queen, like the queen of the gardens and
The hunter.
the huntress. But she never hunted. Everything just came to her. So she reversed the whole polarity of everything, and so it was an honor to be hunted by Artemis because that meant that
Goddess of the hunt was an ancient Greek
That's how I
goddess.
feel.
Hunt wilderness, wild animals. She was one of 12 major Olympian divers and virgin goddess. She fiercely guarded her chastity and the shows her pregnant chastity. Artemis was a goddess of the hunt, often carrying a bow and arrows, accompanied by animals like deer or hunting dogs. She was associated with Interesting.
and the deer was actually she disguised as a deer.
Oh.
And there was a king that ordered Zeus ordered Hercules to catch Artemis. So
She was hunted too, so that hunted becomes the hunter. She was hunted. She was also a hunter.
But there was another story that went along that where, okay, so Hercules somehow managed to, so he caught Artemis, and she got so mad about the fact that she got caught that it became a compulsion. Like she wanted to catch Hercules. And what happened is she forgot about the garden. So the garden started dwindling and dying and this and that, and she was so passionate about that. And then somehow Hermes entered the picture too, where Hermes somehow revealed to her that she was being so compulsive, and all of a sudden she snapped out of it. And then she went into the garden and started apologizing to all of the things that she had neglected, and it all came back to life again.
The secret garden.
But it was more of a story about becoming really, really impulsive about the wrong thing, how it's kind of like a trauma that happened, because she got caught.
She got hunted. She got hunted.
Yes.
That interesting.
I'm messing it up too, I think, because I get excited about the story, so I jump all over the place. But it's a beautiful story.
So it seems like what I'm going through.
You're safe here.
It's actually that actually comes from the Toltec, the Toltec teaching of like the Four Agreements, and it was actually Don Miguel Ruiz. He did books on the Four Agreements.
Yeah, I heard of that. The Four Agreements, yeah.
But he also did the Mastery of Love, which is like it's about, oh my God, the way they describe it, all of a sudden everything makes sense, and puts everything into place and check, and you're like, oh, maybe I do have a chance.
So it's like, okay, because I've encountered that guy. For the author of Four Agreements. He's
Don
Spanish.
Miguel.
Yeah, Don Miguel. Yeah.
And then he did
The Mastery of Love, you said?
The Mastery of Love, which is an awesome. I think every person should listen to that just to give them kind of step when it comes to relationships, because conditioning messes us up, and they explain it in there, and it releases you from that. All of a sudden, you have this extra.
You did that and rebuffing like 2 or 3 out of the bunch of
And then there was the voice of knowledge, which is basically well, what knowledge does to you, teaches you and stuff, and how, with an awareness, you can actually start making that work for you as opposed to against you, and not know that it's working against you. It's like
The voice
the voice of knowledge.
The voice of knowledge.
And then he came up with another book called The Fifth Agreement. It's kind of like the bonus track on the whole thing. I don't know what that's about. I've never heard that one, but I wish you would come to Calgary and do a seminar in Calgary. That would be great.
No, but it's really true what you're saying, actually. When we become haunted, and we get to know knowledge of something we never didn't ask for. When we become, we can choose to become the unfair knowledge. It's beyond our years to hunt that person and to probably destroy a person, correct?
Similar.
And then in the process of doing that, they get so involved in.
What are the other things I'm looking for? A pigeon?
Yeah.
That's kind of ironic.
Which is your home,
Absolutely.
okay? So if your home becomes,
Welcome home.
they are. Your home is also like your two, like, so your homes are a reflection of what's inside. Okay? So what's how your physical home reflects. So
Swans,
Right.
roses, drive from.
and so it's really important to just.
If you feel
Yeah, see, she has because she's like procreation and everything too, Rich.
How many people do we have
It's
with us?
6.
Okay, let's turn the sound off. We'll keep broadcasting, but I'm ready for something.
Lovely. Okay, people at home, we love you. You message us if you have any questions. We're gonna put the thing up that says we are here and everything's good. The sound is off because we're listening to tunes. And if you have any ideas or anything, just put it in the comments and then we can talk that way. But we're gonna listen to music and you guys listen to music, and that's good. We love you. We're not going away. We're just turning off the sound.
Gotcha.
Yay!
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you're not studying philosophy.
Check, baby, check, baby, check. 1, 2. We are gonna.
And you lost the mic.
We
They're giving themselves some, telling themselves.
Hey. We out of here.
Because they're intelligent enough to see that being responsible makes things
Smoke break?
easier for everybody all around.
You guys want to talk about Saturn?
You won't, you know what I'm saying. People who are frightened, people who other people.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Could you hear me before?
Yep.
What did I say?
Can you hear me? And it cut out.
Are you guys coming back at 9?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna log off now. We'll see you at 9 o'clock.
Okay, see you at 9.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.